Welcome back to Channel 7 with your host, 11. Breaking news is the referendum an election or selection? I just said that because it rhymed. But on a serious note though, I know your social media accounts have been flooded with yes, no, or maybe so. For those of you who don't know, the referendum regarding Aboriginal voices in Parliament is currently in run for election. Any typical election where you have this president, that president.
Prime Minister. Yeah,
Prime Minister? Oh yeah, we live in Australia. Sorry about. But back to what I was saying. You don't get to pick and choose what party you will be choosing. This election is a simple yes or no. Well, simple is what we thought. Do you like chocolate? Yes or no? Did you brush your teeth this morning? Yes or no? This election was portrayed to be so simple considering it was only giving voters two options, yes or no. Like, come on, how hard can that be? Yet, they made something so simple, so complex. Well, let's just say horse race journalism. Horse race journalism, you ask? Well, I'll hand it over to Janice to explain. Janice? Thanks, 11. Right now, I'm currently at a horse race site to explain the metaphor of horse race journalism. When watching a horse race, you just care about two things. Which horse looks the nicest, and which horse is the fastest. You get caught up with the surface level things. You hear about the adrenaline and the cheering, that you forget the things that really matter. The person riding the horse, the one that took care of the horse, the one that gave it purpose. Context of journalism, or specifically the referendum. Yes and no campaigners have lost track of the actual purpose of their campaign, have been fixated on actually saying yes or no. This is causing voters to lose focus on what the actual purpose of the referendum is. Yup, and that's all from me. Over to you, 11. Thanks, Janice. Now we have some videos surfacing on social media of citizens' reactions to the way this referendum is being campaigned. Hey guys, it's currently 5 a.m. right now. I just finished doing my 4 a.m. walk. I don't usually like to talk about politics, but I'd like to speak on this specific thing that has been going around. The referendum, yes or no. Like, at first, they were actually talking about it, and it's like making me so confused. Like, politics isn't my specialty, so if any of you in the comments can explain what this referendum is actually about in detail, I would totally appreciate that.
Good evening, mate. Right now I'm in my garden, yeah. So, the referendum is coming up on the 14th. Albanese haven't even said anything. We asked him what it is, what it's for. He's not explaining. I'm getting old. All I do is stand in the garden. I'm real confused. Someone explain what's going on.
Not only have citizens had an issue about the way the referendum has been campaigned, but professionals have also spoken out about it. Let's listen to some. Peter Dutton. People have held off casting their vote with the assumption that the Prime Minister will inform them on what they are actually voting for, not knowing what to expect and no previous elections to base off of. Toby Ralph, marketing strategist. Community wants an open discussion on pros and cons. This is more like a sales pitch, not an open discussion. Cosmos Samra's director of strategy and analytics says, the lack of communication created an empty space for the no campaign. Horse race journalism focuses more on statistics and rankings rather than the actual purpose of what is being elected for. Wow. Would you look at that? Well, that's all for today. Thank you for catching up with Channel 7 with your host, 11. The weather for tomorrow is partly cloudy, 9 degrees with a 20% chance of rain.